Hi everyone, how you guys doing? Welcome. As usual, we're gonna start to listen to your track. And I'm gonna try to, yeah, we're gonna try to talk a little bit, and I'm gonna give you a little feedback. I just wanted to play these two tracks before. I had the pleasure to play them in clubs the previous weekend, and it was sounding really good. So I thought I'd share them with you. Sometimes it's good to have a reference when you're mixing down things, or even at the early stage when you're producing. So yeah, this is maybe some tune that I would use in the future. All right, the first track I have today is from Ben Eichser. Eichser? You have to
Yeah,
tell
hello,
me.
hello, hello.
Hello, man.
So I'm driving right now, so I've got to keep on
Oh,
muting myself again.
okay. Are you home soon?
Yeah. But I'm still like I'm not looking at my phone. I'm just
Yeah, but
like
maybe we can pass your submission, and by the time you arrive home, if you arrive in
okay. I
20
should be home in
minutes.
about like 20 minutes, something like
Okay, give us a shot when you're home. I think it's
that.
safer to
Thank you,
do it
thank
this
you.
way. Cheers. All right, next up, subliminal. I think I see you here.
Yes, yes.
Hey man, how you doing?
Hello. How are you? I'm fine, thank you.
Where are you tuning in from?
Düsseldorf, Germany.
Düsseldorf, Germany. Great, great. I was living in Berlin for a while, so yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
in Germany, but quite
Did you
far
like
actually.
it?
Love it. Stayed 13 years, so yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, is it the first time you're tuning in with us?
No, I was in the last two, three track submissions, but I was too late.
Ah, okay. So first time we're reviewing your track. All right,
Exactly, yeah.
let's listen to it and we have a chat afterwards. All right?
Okay.
Nice, man. Cool stuff. I definitely really like the bass line, drums, and Keela vocal. It's good. Yeah, I think it's a nice groover. I like the effort in the arrangement. But sometimes, okay, the first thing I was thinking about was the low end. I think you kind of miss a bit of like, something a bit more ballsy, especially the kick drum feels a little bit light compared to the rest.
Hmm.
So I think by just switching and having a bigger kick and a little bit louder, I think the whole balance of the mix down is gonna be better already. So I would suggest to look into that, especially with the style of the track. Um, the second thing I want to talk about is like in the arrangement, for example, here in the first break, can you see my mouse?
Hmm.
Here in the first break, like you introduce like some new sound.
Yeah.
And then you go directly in the drop with like your keys that are really cool, but are completely different. And I kind of miss a little bit of a common thread, you know? Like I feel like either you could have like used a little bit the sound that are in the break, in the drop, or not use them and use maybe the keys that you're gonna use afterwards. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Because it gets a little bit confusing, you know? Like you don't really know where you want to go. And it's a bit the same in the break here. Like I feel you have a lot of elements and I think maybe you should start to make a simpler arrangement, you know? Okay, I introduce a new sound. If I introduce it in the break, I can keep it for the drop and eventually add something on top at the drop, but keep the same element that is already in the break. And eventually, after you have like a simple arrangement, you can sprinkle some other thing on top, you know,
Yeah.
if you feel like it's too simple. And I think this way you'll have something that feels a little bit more natural.
Okay, thank you for the feedback. I know it's the kick that is so light, but I was following the rule that we need to put the kick at minus 11 dBs, but I think it's not the right thing to do. I think I can push it a little further.
Okay, so there is no rules about where do you should put your kick at which level. That's you can put the kick. I mean, needs to the thing to put it at minus 11 is because when you sum things up, if you
Hmm.
start at minus one, it's gonna go over, you know.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But you can have it at minus seven. It's enough. But yeah, it doesn't matter. The thing is, it's also good. The kick usually in the peak in dance music and in house music, the kick should be the loudest sound. So your bass should sit a little bit below it usually. There is no real rules, but it's if the bass sits a little bit and your kick is driving and is dominant, the transient of the kick at least it's better. And there is mostly the kick should be louder than everything else, except for maybe sometimes the clap. But
Okay.
a lot of people now in dance music try to also clip the clap so it doesn't then affect too much the limiter. But this is very technical. But basically, have the kick a little bit louder than the bass. It's a good rule, especially when you start and you're not really accustomed to like your sound system or your reference. But yeah, in your case, I would go for a louder kick in the sound selection, something that has a bit more body and a bit more
Okay.
release. Maybe tuned a little bit lower than what you have now, and definitely louder.
I have two technical questions, Samuel.
Okay,
The
we're gonna have to make a bit fast
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah, fast, fast. The first one is, can I layer two kicks on top of each other?
you can do anything you want, but by doing so, you can get into a phase problem and it can change the sound. So I would definitely not recommend that. What I would recommend to layer sometimes is when your kick and your bass is quite your low end is quite solid, but let's say you're missing a bit of transient in your kick, then I would recommend to add something like a closed hat or a little percussive sound, or use a plugin like Snapback from Cable Guys that can add a little bit of layer just for this particular. But to add two sub frequency, everything is possible, right?
Okay.
Sometimes people have layered four kicks, but I would not recommend it. There is plenty of great sample packs and sample available for everybody to choose a sound that is, already made.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you, man. And the second one is I watched some guy who is ducking all the mid elements when the kick is just kicking. Is it something to do, or is it I don't know
You should sidechain the low end and or sidechain the whole bass. So
exactly? But
the
the mid range.
it depends. It really depends. It really depends.
Okay, thank you.
So
Thank you so
yeah,
much for the informations and the feedback, man.
you're welcome and see you soon, I hope.
See you soon. Thank you.
Ciao. All right. Cass, are you here with us?
I'm here, mate. Hello.
How are you, man?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Happy New Year,
Happy
since
New Year,
we
mate.
speak very frequently. All right, we're running late because I spent a lot of time, so we go straight with your track and have a chat after. All right?
Cool.
Hey, man, another winner. Really cool. And a slightly different, a little bit more moody after parties, if I can say so, than your usual stuff, right?
Yeah, something just a little bit more stripped back, I feel,
Yeah.
than my normal stuff, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but also like yeah, it's a little bit darker. Yeah, but great stuff. If I have one thing I feel that could be improved, I feel like here before the break and here in the second part as well, like you have this little, let's say, lead melody, and I feel there it could have been more, let's say, the sound could sound a little bit more fuller, you know what I mean? Like it's very thin.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
So but yeah, maybe you want to keep it really more drum focused.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, I could try and make it more full, like you say. Just
It's
add a
just
little bit more to it to give it a little bit more something.
yeah, I like the idea of like, having just a few note repetitive, like it gives this like really hypnotic, a little bit like, a vibe. Yeah, I feel that the sound like because now it feels almost like it's an atmospheric thing, because
Okay,
it
yeah.
doesn't take so much space. And I'm feeling, oh, maybe it could have been like more like kind of a melo like something that feels more like a lead melody.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's up to taste. I mean,
Yeah, no,
at,
that's
at
fair,
your
mate.
lo
That,
at your level, it's not production thing that we can enhance. It's more artistic things that we're discussing, right?
yeah, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
But great stuff, man.
No, thank you, mate. Nice one.
Do you have any question on this
No,
one?
no, that was it. It's the first one I've made since the new year, so it was nice to sort of make something different. So just to get some extra ears on it and see where else I could go with it.
But yeah, it's great. Feels a bit darker, so maybe it's winter. It makes sense.
Yeah, maybe club sounds. Yeah.
Yeah, always a pleasure to listen to your tune, man.
Thanks, Sam. Nice one.
Keep them coming. See you
Ciao,
soon.
mate.
Ciao. Oh, another regular.
Hey, I'm here.
How are you, man? Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Yeah.
Oh, you're driving.
Actually I'm parked in the parking lot now, so
Okay, you're not at
yeah.
work yet.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get straight into it and we'll have a chat. Really cool, man. I do have a question though with this bass loop. Um, did you always repeat the same portion of the bass, or
No.
did you slice it differently?
Yeah, I did slice it differently. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
so
use
it's
like a
very
different.
cool and sometimes it's a bit disturbing.
Yeah.
And I didn't really notice at first because I was not listening at the house loud and I put it louder and yeah, there's just the interaction with the chords and the bass and then sometimes there's a little pause, because I
Hmm.
don't know if you just move the same slice a little bit away, or if it's a long sequence and then it doesn't the bass doesn't always play the same. I don't know. Or you just
Yeah,
change it yourself.
yeah. I just sliced it. It was like a longer bass loop. I only took like two bars out of the whole bass loop, and then yeah, and then I sliced them different for the intro and then like the main body of the song too. So yeah,
Okay, no, it's very cool. I guess it's probably why like it feels so repetitive, but it's somehow it still works in the long run. But there is something about the groove. When I listen it first, it's like I like the chords, I like the bass. Together they sound good, but there was something that was a bit like, I don't know, groove-wise that was like catch me, and now I think I figured it out. But yeah, it's also nice. It's interesting.
yeah. I was going. I think I mean in more of like a DJ Tool loopy
Definitely.
sort of vibe for this one. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been feeling like as minimal tracks on Ableton as possible. Different. So I think this one might have been only like 14 or 15 different, tracks. Just I was trying to go for minimal layers. So
Yeah, but you did really good, and like
yeah.
it's you keep your style. I was also expecting that at some point you go full jazzy with like some like kicks and solo and stuff, and but yeah, I like that you didn't do that or not so much, and
Yeah.
just maybe a little bit in the break. And yeah, you could also, if you want to try to go like minimal layers like this, to have like some really interesting samples of like kind of background, I don't know, noise or old school old effects and things like this, also interesting,
Hmm.
to have
Yeah.
something that is not melodic, but like an interesting sound of, I don't know, field recording or anything like this.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to keep it like less musical and harmonic than usual.
That was the hardest part. I did want to add more, like at least one more sound that wasn't melodic. Like it didn't, didn't necessarily have a key, but it could keep like the rhythm interesting. And I kind of just got tired of sample hunting for it. And I was like, all
Yeah, and,
right.
and and this I'm gonna tell you, because this I did many times as well, and it can kill your creativity completely.
Yeah.
Like looking and you don't know. So for this, I I recommend everybody that is interested, like when you go sometimes and you make music, instead of say I'm gonna do a track, you just go for sample hunting without any track to do, and you just go and you find some and you store this in one folder, that you make your own folder, and then later on when you make a track you go in that folder, with but not doing it the same day, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, and to try to do this sample hunting thing one day, I would say one day a month or one day every 2 weeks, and you do it when you don't have a track in mind.
Mm,
I think it's the best way to find some sounds that are very interesting, that you just attract your ears because of the texture, the way they were, and then you construct your own little personal bank there, and you can go in there sometimes to look for inspiration, or when you have an opportunity like this.
yeah. Yeah. That's a good idea.
And sometimes it is, some days maybe you don't want to do music, so it's something else you could do that can benefit you for another session when you feel more productive and inspired.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, great
Cool.
stuff as usual, man. Do we have a date on that EP that is coming out soon?
No, no date yet. No
No
date
date
yet.
yet.
Yeah,
Okay, but you keep us posted.
I will.
All right, drive safe, man.
All right, thanks.
Ciao.
Thanks.
All right, we have Vunch. Ah, no, 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 no. Sorry, I remember now. We have to go with Ben. How are you, Ben? You back?
Yeah, sorry, how are you?
Good. Ah, yes, you're at home now. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Where are you tuning in from?
Essex, man.
Essex. Okay,
Yeah,
in the
like
UK.
in the UK. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, next to London. All right, let's
Yeah, man.
go. Let's play your track and we have a chat after. banger, man. Very solid.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
But yeah, very good. I like the minimal approach. More on that later. But yeah, great groove. I really like the automation on the bass. Hold. So yeah, the drums groove nicely. Little feels like you don't overdo it, but yeah, it's enough. Now, even if I mean, I guess you wanted to make it something quite minimal, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay, I think that even if you want to make things minimal, unless there is like a real purpose and you want to limit yourself to, I don't know, 14, 15 channels or whatever, um, I think you can still have more sound in the background because although it is minimal, you don't want it to sound too empty.
Okay.
Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
And there is definitely here and there, I think you'll benefit from have like little interesting effects, glitches, little element of drums, maybe sometimes in a big reverb. So you it add some texture in the back.
Yeah,
Things that don't repeat themselves too often, so you need to have quite a bit of it, and you sprinkle it on some key moment in your track, but also in unexpected areas, so you keep the listener on their toes a little bit. You never
yeah,
know
yeah.
what's gonna come. Um, yeah, I see a track like it's like 85% there, let's
Okay.
say. But I think this 15% that you can, the details, the ear candy, a lot of people are going to use different words for that, but
Yeah.
they can actually really make a huge difference.
Perfect. Thank you.
And I think this track is definitely worth to, maybe add these elements to it.
Perfect. Because I've had a few people download it already, which I was so because it doesn't because that's the thing when I listen back to it, I get what you mean because I have like the perks and the things, but they do stay the same throughout the whole thing. So it's not like adding anything. It's just kind of like
Yeah, if
there's stuff there, but it's just the same.
Yeah, yeah. The difficulty, I'm gonna be very honest, is once you work for a while on a track like this, and then you have to add this and you didn't do it at the beginning, it's get complicated because you felt that everything you try to add, it sounds off and stuff because you're so used
Mm.
to the track.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't, sometimes it does, but it's very difficult to it's more difficult to find them
Mm.
because you've been working on the track, you used to for it to sound the same. This is why I recommend when you know that you're gonna have to need this kind of stuff, or I recommend to use it really early in the production process
Yeah.
to get used to them. And eventually later on, realize you have too many of them or some of them are not, you don't need to have them because you have other synths and stuff, and then you
Yeah.
take them out. It's always easier to take things out, I think,
Yeah.
afterwards.
Because I
So I personally I like to do it as I go to always find these little effects and stuff. Sometimes even at the beginning of my session, I just go in like effects, glitches, and I select a bunch of stuff that I put on different tracks. And I know that when I'm gonna need them, I'm gonna put them. They are there, and yeah, makes it
perfect.
easier for me.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that a lot.
Do you have any question?
Not really. That's because I mean, I tried to add a lead to it. I think yesterday or the day before, and as you said, I put it in and was like, "This doesn't sound right. This sounds terrible." And I was
Ye-
choosing other ones, and I was going, "Yeah, this sounds terrible as well." And then I got to a point where I was like, "I'm working with something else because I'm just gonna hate everything."
Yeah,
So
yeah. I think it's sometimes with lead, it's of course it's very difficult. I think with effects and things like this, it could be a little bit easier. But it's
yeah,
also good to, hey, if you can't get your head around it, don't screw the track off. Like just leave it on the side. You get back to it later.
yeah, of course,
Maybe one day you just say how we spoke about. You have like some pool of samples that you put on the side. You try them on this track, and you see from there.
yeah, that was a really good idea. I never thought to do that. Just spend a whole day just digging.
Oh yeah, but this is for everything. It could be for effects or for like this kind of stuff, but it's also like just for like some chord samples, some
Mm,
vocal, anything. But this to have this habit of like digging for sounds and personal ones, or even going into sample packs that sometimes you don't want to open because they are like from a different genre, or there's like you have a sample pack of country music, but maybe one day you go into it and you say, there's like these two samples that I like. or
Yeah,
whatever, just having this without thinking on a specific track is really cool.
perfect. Thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot.
Welcome, man. Hopefully see you soon.
Yeah, I was hoping next week.
Great. We are here every Wednesday, but most of you know already. Next up, Vunsh, I think we didn't do your track. I was about to do it, but
Exactly, yeah.
yeah. How are you, Max, then?
Yes, exactly. Hey, how's it going?
Good. Where are you from? Where are you tuning in from?
I'm tuning in from Portugal today, but originally I'm from Austria.
Oh,
So,
great. On
uh,
holiday or for work?
yeah, kinda. Just
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
You don't have to tell us. I'm just curious. All right. Let's check your track. Is the first time, no? You're with us or you're submitting a
Exactly,
track?
yeah. Hmm?
Okay, great. Welcome. And we'll have a chat in a bit. Nice one, man. Good groove on this like little tom bass, really driving and interesting sounds for the vocals, Sounds
Yeah, yeah.
like dinosaurs or I don't know,
Yeah.
gremlins. I don't know what is it.
It's definitely something different, yeah. No, it's just a pitch down vocal that kind of like stretched a bit.
Okay, it
But
sounds good. It's a bit loud in the mix. Like
okay.
it's yeah, it feels really, really loud. I think you should definitely keep them because they give a lot of personality to your track and it's pretty cool. And yeah, personally I like, strange ideas like this
Yeah, me too.
but it was something that I would have a little bit lower in the mix and maybe don't overdo it with it, that's my opinion. I think mix down wise, there is a lot of thing that you could make like the top drums could be a bit higher. As like now this sound a bit muffled.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually in the low end, I'm thinking you could even have some kind of yeah, there's even space for like a little sub, not all the time, but like a note that hits a bit lower than what it
Mm-hmm.
is at the moment. Um, yeah, but one thing I want to talk about is you have a very it's very syncopated bass line and frenetic. And sometimes you also have like a lead synth that is also a sequenced, with very short note. And I think maybe it would be also cool to have something that is deeper on top, like a sustain key that, or like a chord, um, to have a bit of contrast. Because if you keep adding, things that are, let's say very yeah with short notes and a sequence on top of each other, like it lacks a little bit of contrast. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure, makes sense. Yeah.
It
Mm.
like you could have it, but then it would be nice to also have a sound that I don't know, just like a key or to have a little bit of different sounds. Yeah, and texture and different
Nice. Yeah.
groups. So yeah,
Cool.
that's my little advice.
Perfect. Thank you very
Do
much.
you have any question?
No, I think I'm good. Thank you.
All right, cool. But see you soon, I hope.
Yeah.
All right, Bad Brad.
Yeah, that's me. I'm here.
Ah, you were the first connected today, if I'm right. Hey, nice to see you, man. Where are you
Nice
tuning
to
in
see you as
from?
well. San Bernardino, California.
All right, cool. Sunny.
Yeah, sunny right now. We
Okay,
just
great.
got done with some rain, so
All right, yeah. Let's check out your track and we have a talk after.
for sure.
Get down if you want some more. Get, 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 get down if you want some more. Get down. Get, 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 get down if you want some more. Get, 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 get down if you want some more. 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 Get down, get down, get down, get, everybody on the floor. Get down if you want some more. Everybody on the ground. Get down if you with the sound. Everybody on the floor. Get, everybody on the floor. Get down if you want some more. Everybody on the floor.
Okay, man. If you didn't tell me you were from California, I would have swear you're from South London because this is like a baseline, like from I don't know, old school. I don't know, Jamie Jones era when he started. I don't know if it was your influence or where do you, or or maybe actually how do I call it? Art department a little bit, but they're not from the UK, but they are Canadian. But what was your influence?
So actually, just influence alone would just go based off of sound. Like the where I live, we have festivals here. We have Escape, things like that, at the Nas Event Center. So I've seen people like Odd Mob and stuff play. So like Odd Mob right now is kind of like I'd guess like the sounds I try to take from it and stuff like that and adjust. I'll use Serum presets and just go from there.
Oh, so yeah, what did you say? Because it cut for me, so I didn't hear the name of the band or
Oh,
DJ.
Odd Mob.
Odd Mob. Okay. Or maybe I need you need to write it down. But yeah, it's a really cool tune, man. I really like it. Definitely on technical, this could be like I would like to have like a more punchier, crispier hi-hat, like 808 or 606, something that cuts through a little bit more in the high frequency
Cool.
because I felt like you use it more like shakers.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think you can benefit from like having a 16s, um, close the hat with like one open once in a while, like with an 808, that would sounds really cool. I think it would suit the track a lot. Um, I noticed some stuff because I was carried away listening to your track. But yeah, that's mostly it. I think it's really cool. This could be also a little bit more, texture in the background as well. Eventually a pad. Like for example, here in the big break, like I like this kind of festival FX sound that rise, but in some way it's also feel a bit out of space to have it just empty like this. Maybe if there was another like little melody or a pad, it would suit even better. But yeah, great stuff. I like that you don't overdo it with the vocal. I like the space that you make in between like the drums, the conga and bongo that answer to each other, and yeah, the minimal approach is really cool, man.
Sweet. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the kind words.
Do you have any question?
No, just I actually let alone you guys when you guys sample and stuff like that, I've seen videos of using erosions and things to fill in the space like you said. Uh Now when I do that, is there like a setting to do just that? Because I'm still learning, like along with adding in, I'm watching more videos on Syntho and stuff like that. So I
So erosion is good when you have sorry to cut you. Erosion
no,
is
you're good.
good when you have a sample or a sound that you want it to take more space frequency wise, and you feel it's muffled, and you can't add an EQ because there is no sound there, for example, and you need a bit of you know um upper like upper mids or high frequency, and you add a bit of erosion to add this harmonics there. It's a good way to do it, to add a bit of noise or to make it more dirty. But yeah, it's a good way to add a bit more frequency and content and to make a sound a bit more thicker.
Sweet. Thanks.
But don't overdo it on everything because then it's gonna start to sound weird. Yeah. It basically adds some noise. So yeah, and noise in
For
the
sure.
context.
Thank you.
Cool. But hopefully see you soon.
Yeah. Hopefully next week. Take care.
Yeah, exactly. Take care. Okay, back with La Smash. How are you?
Good, and you?
Very good, man. Happy New Year to you. You're
Yes,
regular. We see each other. Well, yeah, we see each other every week now for like at least 3 months, I think.
yes, I
You have
think
a good rhythm, man. Well done.
I try.
Ah, yes. Okay, let's dive in. Another banger, very strong man. But I'm gonna tell you two things. Do you know what I'm gonna tell you?
Yes, I think I know. I know.
So what I'm gonna tell you?
Too much mid frequency again.
Man, I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna say it again and again. Like, I'm sure that this first bass line, if you close the filter a little bit more, you'll have like a much better contrast with your second layer.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel it. Because you have two layers, right?
Yes,
Yeah. And yeah, and I'm like, I feel did you ever change your monitoring? Did you try like other speakers or headphones?
I have speakers.
You have speakers. Because sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe because if you close it too much, it doesn't sound right on your speaker.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I really believe that like if I had the project, I'm not gonna do it much, you know? But I would close your sub layer a little bit more. And
Okay.
yeah, or either the envelope or just the cutoff. It's either the envelope or the cutoff. But I'm thinking because there is an envelope and it's nice to have a little bit of decay when it opens. So I think I would close down just a little bit the cutoff.
Okay.
And I would not touch the other layer, but I would touch the first layer. And the second thing I would tell you is that lead sound here.
Yes.
Like this. I think this could be more airy, and I think it would benefit to have like a longer tail reverb
Okay.
on it.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, and that could also, if you have a long tail reverb, makes things less frantic. Maybe you can pace them more. But yeah, definitely, I think to me, I feel that when you're gonna get that thing with your with your sub layer, because the other layer is great, I think it will make a huge difference.
Okay. I will
But
try
it's not
this.
it's not much. Like just maybe you go on this project, you just close it a little bit, you export it, you don't listen to it, and you can send me a message and just send me a message on SYNTHO, send me the track with this layer, this sub layer close a little bit, and I tell you what I think.
Okay. I will do that.
We can do that because
Yes. Yes.
I know that I repeat it from weeks to weeks, so
I try to do what you say, but this is not enough. So I will cut the cutoff
a
more.
little bit. Like I still
Yeah.
need to
Yeah.
hear the bass, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
I
do
will do
that.
that.
Okay. But
Thank
speak
you.
soon.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome, man. Speak soon. See you soon. Um, and banging track nonetheless. But yeah, but I'm sure we're gonna get there. Dennis, are you here with us?
Yes, yes, yes.
How are you, man? Happy New
Uh,
Year, because you're
Thank
you're
you.
here
Very
with
good.
us
I'm
as
good.
well.
Happy New Year. How are you?
Very good, very good.
Nice.
But let's go. Let's listen to your
Yeah,
track.
let's hear it.
track, man. Really nice.
Thank you, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well done. Did you just make it this year?
I did. Yeah, just made it like 2 weeks ago, I think. Um, I found this sample, which is this weird string in the breakdown you hear,
Yeah,
and I thought, yeah, let's
I
do
found it
something with
very
it.
original. I was like,
Yeah,
okay, it's not so often that you can hear proper like strings like this. It's
exactly.
like
Yeah,
it's not the type necessarily of sounds that I'm thinking to put in my track personally, but
yeah,
yeah, it works in
yeah.
the melody, and you definitely have an ear for melodies, and yeah, it's
It was
class, man.
something new for me as well, but yeah, I was like, how can I implement this in a house track? Um, I tried to make it a bit big roomy, but yeah,
It is definitely big roomy. Came to my mind. I could think like some guys like Christas, he could maybe play it.
yeah.
I mean, style of things he could play, and many other DJ in the scene. So yeah, I think it's great. I already added to my favorite this month. So yeah, I can
Thanks.
tell you, I really enjoyed it. Um, just one little thing.
Yeah.
You know, you have like that stab sound here. See
You mean
that
in the
sound?
backgrounds?
In the background, yeah.
Yeah.
Here it sounds good, but you have the same here. It's not that it doesn't sound good, it sounds
Hmm.
good, but somehow here, like here, because the bass is closed or there is not the extra organ layer or something,
Yeah.
it could sound a bit bigger here, you know, because
To the front,
it's
you mean? Like more?
yeah, like you know, fuller or you know, I don't
Hmm.
know. I don't know if you EQ'd it because maybe here, because there's a lot of sound, you somehow like you know
Yeah,
cut a lot of the
I
lows
get
and
it.
stuff like this.
It's a bit too
Um,
flat. You mean in the?
it sounds good. I'm really going into the details.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
you know, it's not
I get
gonna
it.
change the track. Nobody's gonna
Yeah.
notice it. I'm just telling you because I know it's the exact same sound and you probably didn't mix it differently from here to here, but you
Hmm.
could. Or if you mixed it down
Hmm.
for that moment here, once you're here, you don't necessarily need to EQ it so narrowly if you
Yeah,
did.
I get it. Okay,
If you
it's
didn't
a good
touch
tip.
the sound, then I'm not going to tell you to boost anything. But
Yeah,
if but for example you said, "Oh, I need to make it smaller here because there is a lot of sounds," which I will totally understand.
yeah.
Here you don't need to have it necessarily here. It could sound
Okay,
bigger because it's more stripped down.
I will take a look at it. I don't know how I EQ'd it, to be honest.
Just
I
it's
forgot.
just something that came to my mind because
Yeah,
I saw a difference. But when I listened to it the first time, I was like, oh, okay, here you could have like a bigger stab. And then later on, I saw that you use it and it was like perfectly integrated.
yeah.
So then this is why I'm telling you this. But yeah,
Okay,
all good.
thank you.
Banging track and yeah,
Thank you,
good
man.
choice of sounds, great melody. No, really cool.
Okay, thanks. It's
Well
good
done.
words.
And great to have you back.
Yeah, it's very good to be here.
Okay, I feel that we can do an extra track, although it's 8 o'clock. I have Hadi. Are you here with us?
Hello, yes, I am.
Okay, but you see, you sticked around and you're
Yeah,
rewarded because
I actually, sorry, before we continue, could I send you a link to a more up-to-date version? Because I was working and rushing and accidentally put an older one.
if you really have the link now,
I can
we can
share it
do
right
it
now,
because we're
yeah.
running out of time.
Right, yeah, I'll send it to you right now.
But I hope it's the same track because I already
Yeah,
took
yeah,
notes
it's,
on
it's the same track.
it.
One sec.
Where are you tuning in
There you
from?
go. I'm from Reading, England.
Okay, never been. All right, so let's listen to it and we have a little chat afterwards.
Um,
really cool melody and very hypnotic, and it you feel like it's not really changing, but this is a good example. Like sometimes when you have something that is very, I mean, hypnotic like this, you don't need to have much happening, synth-wise. And I think this track is a good example, especially with the vocal. It matched really well, and it's quite original. So, yeah, hats off to you. I think the thing that I would try to tweak, it's more the mix down and the sound selection in the low end, especially the kick. Yeah. I guess you're not referencing so much when you produced.
I'm literally only 2 weeks into it, so
Okay, that's
so
that's
very,
perfect.
very
That's
fresh.
perfectly normal. And if you're just 2 weeks into it and you're able to have a personal vibe like this and put, I mean, in 2 weeks you can put a track together. That obviously technically it's not there yet, and you probably could not sustain mixing it with like fully other stuff that is released by big artists. But in terms of composition and ear for sound and melody, it's really cool, and you even have like some little glitches and stuff. So really, man, it's great and it's very encouraging.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Appreciate it.
Yeah, later on, I think after 2 weeks, I'm not gonna try to give you advice like this, because you should, at 2 weeks, you should just keep like, learning, having fun, um,
Yeah.
finishing as many tunes ID, that you do. Like this one, leave it, it's finished, go
Mhm.
on, crack on, do other ones.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think in 2 months we can think about more about referencing your mix down, trying to get a tougher low end and more competitive, if I can say competitive, or like yeah, mix down.
Cool.
But
Great it.
yeah, if you're 2 weeks into it, it's really not the time to talk about that.
Okay.
Well done, man. It's amazing that I don't know if we ever had somebody that came on the live session after just 2 weeks.
Just
Really
wanted to
cool,
see if
man.
I was somewhat on the right track. That was all. Like I noticed, like some of the tracks previously would blow this out of the water, but yeah, I just wanted to get a bit of feedback on.
It's a vibe, the track, man. It's not like, sometimes you listen to stuff, you're like, okay, like, but musically it's there. It's cool. And yeah, there's like even the arrangement and the way like you strip things down. So yeah.
Thank
Well, you
you.
see, love the vocal with the chords. So yeah, you definitely have an ear, man. Keep at it.
Thank you.
Great.
Will do. Thank you very much.
Okay, that was the last one for this evening, guys. We always do the submission by order that we receive them, so be early. I think, yeah, the regulars are early, so try to be as early as possible. Put a reminder on your phone. Send us your track. It's always a pleasure to listen to it. We can also give you feedback in writing. You can submit your track within the app. So don't forget as well, we can give like sometimes in-depth feedback, different than the one we give here. But yeah, great stuff. I'm really looking forward to have the next session with you guys next week. Same time, same day, and have a great rest of the week. Speak soon. Ciao, ciao.